Yes, so beautiful people, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing beautifully well. The rumor reaching us now, they say ASAP, ASAP. There's no time to check time. They say Ebony quickly, like as a matter of emergency and urgency, she quickly rushed down and reach out to KBAC and also reach out to Queen Naomi and went straight. Thank God Queen Naomi was still around the palace. Queen Naomi has not even left the palace premises, and they said she quickly rushed down so that she will not start going down to Akure again to go and go and start apologizing to Queen Naomi, or with the stress of going there. Maybe Queen Naomi will not be around, or Queen Naomi will not even want to see her and all those things. Now, with this latest news of her going to beg Queen Naomi so that she will not lose so much important things in her life. So that was why they said she now rushed to Kabiyesi. And when she went to Kabiyesi, she explained herself to Kabiyesi. Kabiyesi was like, as for me, I don't have problem. But of course, you have to let Queen Naomi know for us to arrange. Since they said elders will be there, Queen Naomi will be there, and myself and Tadenika will. So there's no problem. You just have to reach her and let her know. Then let everybody know when you will be coming to tender your apology before Queen Naomi return back to Akure. Now, they said when she now went to Queen Naomi was like, no problem. Of course, Queen Naomi is always quiet. She talk less. She doesn't have stress for necessary stress of talk, or any stress. So now they say when she now told Queen Naomi, they now plan on agreeing on when all this thing will happen. So now they said Queen Naomi, on that day they now gathered already. Queen Naomi was like, of course, thank God you came. I'm already planning to leave. It was like, okay, let it just be the next day. The next day came, first thing in the morning, they say, Madam, don't rush, arrange yourself. Don't enter palace. This one that you are early, she said yes, so she want to come and stay. This time around, no more like say na me wan do that one, who be Queen Naomi. Omo, no time for that one again. Because obviously it is how she want to make things to fall in place for her that she's after. She's not even thinking about her leaving the palace anymore. Obviously, not be to leave be the matter, now to settle things now be the matter right now. So that day came, they all sat, the elders were there, Kabiyesi was seated, Queen Naomi seated, Tadenika was sitting by Queen Naomi's side. Of course, Queen Naomi was, Tadenika was just doing his thing, playing around, doing all sorts of, the way we know how Tade used to play, all those kind of things. But they said when they now seated, Ebony started talking. Like she started talking that she's sorry, that she didn't like she didn't really meant what she was doing, that it was just she didn't even know what came over her that made her to start displaying like that. That of course she's aware of the prophecy, not that she's not aware, that in fact that she's sorry, that she didn't know what came over her. She didn't know why she behaved the way she behaved. They said everybody were like, hey, who is talking? Like we don't understand, like you don't know what. You mean you don't know? Then who was now doing all those things? He said that she's sorry and all that. Of course, they have told her that you have to kneel before Queen Naomi, kneel before the elders and before Kabiyesi. That was how they said she went and she knelt before the elders with her two hands in her chest, apologizing, begging for forgiveness, that it will never happen again, that she's so sorry, that if there's anything they want her to do, she is ready to do it, so for them to just know that she's actually very, very sorry. You are welcome back again to my channel. Nice meeting you here once again. It is my pleasure to have you here. If you have been watching, you have not subscribed, subscription is free. All you need to do is just to tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, so whenever I drop my videos you get notified. Come down in the comment section and drop your opinion, what you feel about this very gist. Share so that others will learn one or two. But don't forget that all these are all alleged speculated stories. They are not for sound information, because as I get my gist on the street or social media, I also come here to relate with you guys. My correct people, it's not a smart, Now, they said that after all that, the apology, they said, Mr. Adewale, Eda Adewale rather, they said this man stood up. This Kabiyesi right-hand man. He stood up and he spoke, told Ebony some things, gave him some Yoruba proverbs and deep talk, talk of wisdom about how she should, behave, how she should carry herself. And the fact is, for the fact that Queen Naomi is no longer in the palace, does not mean that Queen Naomi is not still the first, that she should see Queen Naomi as the first, because obviously Queen Naomi remained the first. And of course, if at the end of the day, Queen Naomi decide to return back, does it mean that she's not going to give Queen Naomi that regard? Does it mean she will not accord her the respect that she deserves? That all these things that they are talking about is something that when she respects her superior, it means she's respecting Kabiyesi, but not trying to prove that you are this, you are that. For the fact that you are the Yeye Omi does not mean that you will not give honor to whom honor is due. And of course, we are not talking about age here. We are talking about superiority. Obviously, Queen Naomi is the first, and she still remain the first, even though she's not right here in this palace, because they are still believing that whether soon or later Queen Naomi will return back fully to the palace. So with all these things, they said Kabiyesi, of course, they said Kabiyesi was not just in that position to start talking, doing all those ones. As long as she has apologized, Kabiyesi, the only thing Kabiyesi said was, look, I have heard you and I have forgiven you. Whatever thing you did, we have forgiven you. Queen Naomi same thing, said he has forgiven her, that she does not even have any problem whatsoever. That other thing that she was even doing, as far as she's concerned, to her, it doesn't hold water. Just do peachy comp. It didn't even do anything as far as she's concerned. So that if Ebony is thinking that maybe she's not happy or she has something against her, that she does not have anything, that maybe the because of Kabiyesi especially, that's why. And of course, you went against the prophecy. Going against the prophecy is like going against the ancestors. So now that you have realized yourself, or probably because the Ifa priest has told you, or probably mainly because you have lost your expensive bead, and that is why you decided to go and check, and at the end of the day, they now told you all this. Now you are coming to apologize. If not that thing, they said, in fact, you should just thank her stars that it was just the bead that got missing. And thank God she did not just fold her hands and say, is it not just bead? And just left the palace. Perhaps, who know what would have happened next. But thank God that the ancestors still love, and they still, of course, love her. And that's the reason why they allowed the bead to get missing. And obviously, in fact, the next thing they said, Ebony said that she has even found the bead, that the places where she has ransacked, checked and checked over and over again, she went there. In fact, she didn't even sight this time around. She was just trying to pick one of her jewelries. That was when she now found the neck bead. So obviously, now to tell you that this thing was not really missing, but it was just invisible for her to access. But now that she has made, came out to say she want to apologize and all that, of course, the gods are wise. They said they know everything. So the ancestor who sees and knows everything already said that she's genuinely want to apologize. And that was why they made her to see the jewelry, so that she will know that of a truth, there is power in prophecy. There is power when they say the prophecy has spoken, and anybody want to come and counter it. So like this, my correct people, they said she has apologized and they have forgiven her, and she promised that she will never ever do such again. My correct people, I know that we have heard a whole lot about all those similar stories like this. In fact, now, do you think that Ebony is really, truly sorry? And do you think that she's really ready to, really follow Tadenikawo and Queen Naomi with one mind? Or what is your take on this very gist that we heard? So come down in the comment section and also drop your opinion, what you feel about this very gist. If all what we are hearing is the truth, or like I always tell people that all these are all alleged speculated stories. They are not first-hand information, okay? Thank you so much for always tuning in. Thank you so much for always standing by. I love you all. I appreciate you. God bless you. Till I come your way again, have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.